Hello, today we're going to be talking about how to choose a speech topic. This is the number one thing that you should do once you have been made aware of whatever speech assignment you might have been made. So today you're going to first learn how to brainstorm topics, reflect on what your possible listeners might want to know, and then ways to narrow down those topics. So brainstorming really requires you to make a list of everything that could possibly be a speech topic. So you don't want to limit yourself on anything here. Think of anything that you might have that's a unique experience or a unique skill that other people don't have. For instance, if you can really make a great quiche or a great souffle, this may be something that a lot of other people don't know how to do that you could choose for a possible speech topic. There's lots of ways to make something even that simple sound very sophisticated and become a very good speech topic. You should also make a little asterisk or some sort of marker by topics that you feel might be most important to your audience. This will help you rank once you see your whole entire brainstorm list. It can be a little overwhelming to put everything we've ever done, every passion we might have, and every unique experience we might have without having some sort of scale as to here's what the audience would find interesting. So your audience, which is your most important element of any speech that you give, you're giving it to them, it needs to be for them, and unless they really connect to it, then you haven't accomplished your goal as a speaker. So very first, think of the demographics of your audience. What's the age group or the age range of your audience? What's the gender, or is there a specific gender represented? What's the occasion of the speech? Are they coming together to commemorate 9/11? Or are they coming together to try to fight breast cancer? Those are going to make a difference as to maybe what topic and even how you develop that topic, which we'll talk about at another time. So when you think about demographics, think about qualities that the audience has. Some of these qualities may be shared, or you may have diverse qualities. You've got to pay attention to all of them. You also need to think about what they already know about the topic. One of the very worst things you can do in any speech is basically go over exactly what the audience already knows. That's a good way to bore them and have them tune out. So when you think about what the audience already knows, think about what you already knew going into the topic. Think about what most college students may know. That's when you can make an educated guess as to what you should talk about and what you shouldn't talk about. And then also think about how your audience would prefer to get this information. There's a lot of things that we can do with multimedia or with your visual aids, and there's a lot of ways that you can deliver things verbally, of course. So think about, do they need this verbally? Are they going to need a handout after I'm done? If they want to make a perfect souffle, will they be able to remember these things? Do they need a visual aid? Do they need to see a souffle itself or a chocolate cake? Something along those lines that then enhances your speech. So think about preferences of your audience. This really goes a long way with them as well. So now you've thought about your audience, you can narrow down your topic. Other things to think about, of course, is the time limitation. This will be the number one thing that narrows your topic for you. If you have 15 minutes to speak, you can do a lot more than that than if you only have 5 to 7 minutes to speak. So think about basically coming to 3 to 4 of the most significant factors of this topic. That should then lead you to 3 or 4 of the main points that you want to talk about. Do some preliminary research, of course. This is a great way to start thinking about how to narrow your topic. When I choose a topic, I like to see how other researchers have narrowed it down. A great place to start but not stop might be Wikipedia. You can go there and you can see that they easily have headers for each of their sections of information. This is a great way to give you some clue as to how you might chunk out or break out some of the topics or subtopics underneath your larger topic. Use your brainstorming list to match up with your passions and your audience analysis. And hopefully when you start marking those and start looking at those things, things will start popping out of your brainstorming list that become perfect possibilities for you. So in summary, your topic should be important to you and something that your audience cares about, of course. Those are two big things that make the magic of speech. And your audience should really determine how you present the data. If you're talking to third graders, that's going to be much different than if you're talking to college students. And you can kind of tell how you might do the data differently with third graders versus college students. And your focus will also come from what you think your listeners care about. Some of this is an educated guess, but a lot of it is stuff that you probably already know. All you need to do is think about and make sure that it's part of your decision-making process. So for more information about any of these topics, or this one in particular, you can contact me, Haley Draper Bowers. I am at hddraperbowers@aacc.edu. You can also contact our supplemental instruction leader. Her name is Amber Chima, and she can be reached at akchima@mymail.aacc.edu. Thank you and happy brainstorming.